3,130 calories. I finished the day and I'm still hungry. We actually went to an all-you-can-eat buffet last Sunday, so that was our cheat day. Went ham, had 6 plates of sushi. One of the plates was like just some random stuff from the buffet, had everything, but they have really good sushi. So you pay $20 and you just go and pound as much food as you can. That's not aligned with what I said that I was going to try and do, which is keep it not as crazy on cheat days. But, you know, it's like when I get to the cheat day, I feel like, okay, finally I can just let loose a little bit. And then it's always so hard not to just go completely overboard and fly off the handle. So that's what we did. Last Sunday, I flew off the handle a little bit. I woke up Monday, weighed myself, and I weighed 194.9, I think it was. At the same time, I weigh myself every other day. You know, I go to the bathroom right when I wake up, not wearing any clothes when I'm weighing in. I weighed 3 to 4 pounds heavier than normal. You got to let it ride. You got to see what happens at this surplus. So we're going to see what it does at this surplus for a little bit longer, maybe a week, maybe 2. You know, depending on what it does. And then from there, we'll up it even more. So this is a long bulk. It's a long journey. Doing a full day of eating here. I'm going to show you what I'm eating throughout the day. There's nothing planned. So it's just going to be organic, what I'm actually eating throughout the day. I'm not going to go get something special and whatever. You know, we're not doing that. Try to keep it, you know, not so boring. But I'm going to show you exactly what I'm eating. So anyways, I'm yapping too much. These intros get a little bit long-winded sometimes. And I'm sorry for that, but I'm also not sorry because I can do whatever I want. Change the shirt because I feel like that shirt's way too small for me. So we pulled out the old DFYNE tank top, code Wolfe. If you want to wear any of the clothes that I'm wearing, I'm usually wearing DFYNE, so use code Wolfe if you're interested in the clothing that I'm wearing. I missed my macros by 50 carbs, 20 something protein. So today we made up for it with protein pancakes for breakfast. I'm at a clean slate now, so I got to hit 3,130 calories. And seeing as how I already had breakfast pretty much, I'm going to start out with some yogurt, a little fruit bowl. We got non-fat plain Greek yogurt. You can get this from Costco. It's the Kirkland brand. Blueberries and mango, frozen, my go-tos right here. As always, I'm going to go with about 100 grams. $150 blueberry and about the same of mango. I'll usually throw honey on this as well. We're out of honey, so I think I'm going to take us to the store. We'll pick up a few things. I might pick up some pasta. Make it easier to hit my carbs because I do have a lot of carbs, man. 400's a lot for me. It's a big adjustment. So to make it a little bit easier, we're going to pick up some pasta. We'll get some honey. I might grab a coffee. We'll see what I get. We're going to go to the store, browse a little bit. My girl actually picked up a bunch of stuff yesterday from Costco, so we're pretty good on a lot of things. But just to make it a little bit easier today, try to give it a little bit of variety. We'll head to the store and make sure we have absolutely everything we need. Nitro cold brew with 1 stevia. Grande, please.
Yeah, with 1 stevia. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Perfect. Means accept 27 for you.
All right, thank you. See what the damage was. 52, 58. Little re-up. Just grabbed a bunch of random stuff I knew that I needed. Say hi. I want to get this stuff put away, and then we're going to hit the gym immediately after. I don't want to fill my belly up too much. I don't want to get all bloated before a workout. We're going to hit chest. After chest, I'm planning on eating a massive meal. It's going to be absurdly big because it is almost noon already. All I've had for today's calories was that yogurt bowl. So I'm going to make that meal massive. So, pantry. We just faced some pre-workout, 150 milligrams of caffeine. Little intro workout. So let's do a little caffeine count. I had instant coffee this morning, probably a serving worth of instant coffee. Then after that, I had an espresso, a double espresso actually. After the double espresso is when we went and just got the Starbucks coffee, a little nitro cold brew grande. Then we just faced 150 milligrams of caffeine, pre-workout to the dome. I don't know how much caffeine that is, but I have an extremely high tolerance because I don't even feel it that much. I'm not gonna do too much talking today. What I'm gonna do is try to get up to 315, get a couple reps in there, bring it back down, go for an AMRAP of a lower weight, time under tension on the chest, that's what I'm looking for. And then we'll do the regular, you know, I usually hit flies, push-ups. Oh yeah. Shoulders bugging, but I'm not taking another day off of pressing, so we're just gonna stick with 225 and we're just gonna rep it out. This is a heavy enough weight for me to get some really good pressing in if I just go high volume, so. Even just pressing this weight, I know I'm getting stronger. The bulk putting weight on has gotten me a lot stronger on bench already. Whatever it was right there, 17 or 18 reps, a few sets in already. That's really strong for me. So we are seeing progress. I'm just not able to put the heavy weight up because my shoulder is just giving me issues. It'll be like a couple weeks at a time where my shoulder will just be bugging. May have something to do with me starting to put 315 on the bench, honestly. Let's be honest here. Ah. I want to pack as many calories in as I can right now. I'm also doing a full day of eating on Instagram too, so I'm like doubling the work on this recording thing. We just got our workout in, so we are gonna eat. We're gonna fill the muscles up with hella calories right now. We're gonna go with some grass-fed butter. Penne rigat. Yeah, don't even ask me to pronounce that. We're doing this style of pasta. 93.7 lean ground beef, and then some Parmesan on top. I'm gonna pack as many calories in as I can here. Let's see what a serving size is. 56 grams dry will give you 1 gram of fat, 42 carbs, 7 protein. All right, I want to double that. So we're gonna go 112. 112 grams. What did I say? 112. Hold on a second, what? Are you serious? Is that real? I don't even want to believe that that's real. Let's just go with even 200 grams here. This is like surprisingly heavy. So I thought, all right, 200 grams. Get too locked into cooking rice, and I put the pasta in with the water, and then you boil it like rice, but like usually you should boil the water first, then pour the pasta in. But since I already did it, I'm sure it'll still work. Anyways, 200 grams is like nothing, bro. So this is gonna be the move on getting your carbs in, because I'm gonna be able to eat that with ease, guaranteed. Like that's not a lot of pasta. And that's like, that was like more than 3 servings. And a serving is 42 grams. This is gonna be a giant meal, so. Oh well. And then we're gonna cook this up. Look at this big boy. This is like, we're putting a pretty big dent in the macros today with this guy right here. It's about half the calories I'm gonna be eating today in one meal. On my Instagram, I'm gonna make a full day of eating. Go check in my comment section. I'll bet you I get roasted for this meal. I don't know what they're gonna say about it, but I bet you I get roasted for it. But the more people roast me, the more my content gets pushed out, the better for me, man. If you don't like this meal and you really want to say something about it, do it. All right. Holy hell. It's been about 45 minutes since we ate. We about to go another round, baby. So we got 2 brioche buns. I believe from Costco. My girlfriend picked them up. Label looks like that. Now, I'm not preaching that these got the best micronutrients, because they definitely don't, you know? You get people on me for, let's see. Sugar, canola oil, those are bad. But I'm specifically looking at macros. Now, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what I do. You could say it's not smart, but I'm just gonna continue doing me. These have, macronutrient-wise, 26 grams carbs, 4 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein each. So both of these we're looking at, can't do quick math, that would be 52. 52 grams of carbs, 8 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein. Couple hamburger pickle chips. These are 0 calories. You know, you eat a ton of them, it'd be calories, but they're negligible. Not enough to be counting them. And then we got Sweet Baby Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce. Again, micronutrient wise, you can get me. We did 32 grams, that's 1 serving. 32 grams was enough for both of them. And it's 4 carbs. So no sugar. This stuff is really good, by the way. You should pick this up. Sweet Baby Ray's no sugar added. I mean, it's the same thing as Diet Coke. It's like you drink Diet Coke long enough, I don't even like, there's no difference between Coke and Diet Coke to me, because I haven't had Coke in so long. And I love Diet Coke. I love Coke Zero. So it's the same thing with this. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I gotta show you. These are also from Costco, and I did look at the micronutrients. Got me again, man. You got me again. Ingredients, yeah. Canola oil, soybean oil, 9 grams of fat per piece of ooh, that's kind of a lot. I'm hoping I didn't go over my fats here. Damn, we'll see. 15 grams of carbs total and 22 grams of protein total. The thing is, if you go over your fats and you accidentally go over and you're like, oh Jesus, I went 10 grams of fat over. You can calculate, and what I do is ask ChatGPT. I just go, hey, how many grams of fat equals this grams of carbs? You know what I mean? So like if I went 9 grams of fat over, I would go, how many grams of carbs is 9 grams of fat? And it'll tell you however much. Let's just say it's like 30 something. So then you just subtract 30 something carbs from your daily count on your grams of carbs, because fats and carbs are interchangeable to a point. You need enough fats. You couldn't just go all carbs and no fats, but if you go a little bit over your carbs, you can replace or if you go a little bit over your fats, you can replace the fats with carbs. So it's been 5 weeks since the previous clip. Your boy's been slacking a little bit on the YouTubes. I'm sorry about that, but we just got a brand new little restock here of some supplements. I ran out of protein, so this is actually perfect timing. The reason why we're doing this 5 weeks later is because for that specific full day of eating, I actually didn't record my last meal, which was just protein ice cream. Actually, no, it was protein cereal. Okay. We got some Clearway lemonade, creatine. Can you see that? Creatine. This is the dry scoop. This is actually my favorite pre-workout, the dry scoop. Pumpkin spice. This is currently available. This is in season. It's pumpkin spice whey protein. Fire. They had it last year. It's very good. Salted caramel brownie. That's a new flavor, I believe. Let me go through the meals real quick. The full day of eating ended up like this. Meal number 1, 272 calories. It was a yogurt bowl. Meal 2 was that giant meal, like half of my calories. 1,544 calories for meal 2, the pasta meal. Meal 3 was the same as meal 1, 272 calories. Meal 4 was the chicken sandwiches, 835 calories for dinner. And then meal 5 is gonna be 306 calories. That is a total of 3,229 calories. We were going for 3,130, but we're bulking. It's all right if you go over a little bit, as long as you hit the number. You know, I'm not looking to look a certain specific way. I'm not trying to be as cut as possible. You know, we're bulking. It's fine. I'm gonna get a little fluffy no matter what. So we got to the calorie number. We went a little bit over, all good. 5 weeks ago, these were my macros: 400 grams carbs, 70 grams fats, and 225 grams of protein. But I'm sitting at 450 carbs now. It's 5 weeks later. I'm sitting at 450. And honestly, I've been going over frequently. Like, I'm stepping on the scale still, and I'm weighing 194 in the mornings. It's like, and I'm stagnant at 194-ish, like 193, 194, 192, like in there. Even when I'm going over, it's because I move so much at my job and then I'm working out on top of it. Protein ice cream, protein cereal, whatever it was, either way, the only difference is I just put a bunch of ice in the ice cream to make it more of like a slush ice cream type of consistency. But I did a protein cereal, and I'm pretty positive that day. We are 194-ish pounds right now. Started the bulk at 187.5, like I said. My leanest, I was 183-ish, 182, 183. I would guess like stage weight, fully dehydrated, I'd be somewhere in the 170s, obviously. So technically, if I say like I'm fully ripped and like I don't really want to be in the 170s, so I'd say fully ripped, I'm 183 pounds. You could say I'm like 10, 11, 12 pounds up from there. So I'm gonna be hovering, I'd like to be hovering around 200 pounds at most. I can, you know, lift heavy weight, be really strong at that weight, and gain muscle for sure. I'm already way stronger than I was, benching and all that stuff, and I'm only gonna continue to get stronger. I'm just gonna go for 5 months and not 6 months. So on January 1st, just like everybody else likes to lock in on January 1st, I'm actually gonna start my cut right there. So I don't know if I mentioned that already. Which one did we end up just opening? Salted caramel brownie. That's what we're gonna do for the cereal milk flavor. Get a little heaper, unsweetened almond milk. Oh my goodness. I'm not positive if I have the rice cakes, to be honest with you. I don't even have the rice cakes. So anyways, what you do is grab yourself a bowl. So you get the lightly salted rice cakes. Bang, crunch it up right here, throw it in. Pour this over the top, like so. And then imagine me, also I had honey here. So 306 calories of delicious protein cereal with lightly salted rice cakes. And then after it's all in there, poured some honey over the top, maybe some cinnamon, and bang, we down that. 306 calories. That completes the full day of eating. Really sorry for the just mess at the end of this video. Salted caramel brownie. That's good. That's good. That'll be good for some ice cream. Matter of fact, we're actually gonna freeze that up. That will be some ice cream in about 12 hours tops. My girl just bought me this ice cream, and you know, especially during a bulk, it's so hard to stay strict with what you're eating, especially if you're like trying to eat a lot of calories. It's like, whatever, I'll just throw that in too. This full container has 1,070 calories, and that is so much. It's like a Ben & Jerry's. It's just stuff like that, like I'm going to get Costco pizza, just not caring, which has been nice. But one thing that has done for me is I told my girl, I'm so ready already to lock in and cut. It's because I go off the diet, I start eating a little bit more lackadaisically. You know, I'm hitting my calories, but I'm probably going over as well. I'm just like dying to lock back in because I just operate so much better when I'm locked in on my diet like that. I just feel like everything is structured. Maybe it's a little bit of OCD, but you know, I know that my body is getting more and more ripped as I go along. Like with this, I'm just eating so much food and I'm working out really hard, but I know I'm losing the sharpness of my physique at the same time. So it's honestly even harder to stay locked in that way, is what I've been experiencing. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you for sticking with me, for those of you who are still around 5 weeks after I've posted. I'm sure it's not really been long enough for you guys to forget about me, hopefully, but maybe you have. But we're back. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button for me. I appreciate you for being here. Hope you have a blessed rest of your day and week. Peace and love. Last thing, I'm talking to you. You haven't hit that subscribe button yet, bro. Hit the subscribe button. What are you doing?